Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I'm just unhitching the sea drill because I've decided I'm going to do a bit more ground preparation and so on, because I think we've got enough time. We have got 15 episodes, including today's episode, before FS17 comes out. And I have been following it closely. I've been looking at all of the bits that they've been drip feeding to us. There is some fantastic stuff coming out. I am really looking forward to this game. I cannot tell you that enough. It looks absolutely fantastic. Right, that wasn't hitched on there. Right, my question that I asked you last week was, which combine do you want me to get? Do you want me to use the Lexion 430 or the Lexion 460? Responses were fairly even, I've got to say, for both of them, and so it's kind of down to me because yeah, as they were even responses, it's kind of down to me to decide which one to go for. So I'm going to go for the 430 because that's the one that I used to drive. So I'm kind of influenced heavily on that. So that's the one I'm going to use. I will relive my combining glory days with the Lexion 430. Although when I was driving, I believe I had a C600 header on the front, which is a 6-meter header. I don't think it was a 750. I will have to see if I can find out which header I used to use. But it recommends the C540, which is a foldable one. Now, I've never used a foldable header, and I've never been in a field with a combine. I've never actually seen it firsthand being used. So I might go for the 540, just because, you know, I think it could be quite interesting to see that in action. Now, my question for today is, do you want me to get the Fliegl 10600? This one right here, that has 10,600 litre capacity and a 10-metre width. So that's a sort of mid-range slurry tanker, I think, there. Or do you want me to get, and where's the slurry tankers? There we go. Or do you want me to get the Zunhammer SKE 18.5? And that is an 18,500 litre tanker. At the moment, we've got this one, which is quite a small one, and I thought it'd be nice to upgrade ever so slightly. So we'll either get this Zunhammer, or we'll get the Fliegl. It's your vote, it's your game. Head down below into the comment section, and let me know which one you think I should be using. Now then, I'm going to head out to the field. Ooh, no, I don't want to be cultivating the floor of my shed. I am very sorry. Oh, incidentally, the eggs thing, you know, we've only got one egg showing there, and I got two in my backpack. The reason is, and let's just come up here, we're going to jump through the hedge right here. There's a little gap right there. Now, you look here, there's an egg. I pick up the egg, and shortly there will be another egg that will appear right there. It would seem that on this map, the only place that you will get eggs is that one spot right there. You don't get any other eggs. So we aren't going to make much money out of chickens on this map. I'm going to get this cultivating going because I thought I would like to do some. And this is my second attempt at this because I went and cultivated up the side of this field. It came to a point where it said I don't own the field and the game crashed, which was awfully nice of it. Very thoughtful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cultivate up here. I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to just start cultivating around the edge here so that I can work through any more game crashes, and then I will get back to you. Well, I think I've established where the field boundary is. It's kind of that little square there, which is off of this one here that we don't own yet. We do own that smaller field, the field 4, so we'll probably come and combine that one sometime soon. And I don't think we're going to have time to buy all of the fields on this map, so we'll just sort of have to continue on without them. We may have some issues down the bottom with that field as well. The boundaries for the fields on this map seem to be a little bit off, which is unfortunate, but we just kind of have to work with it, I guess. Now, we didn't have any crashes on that bit, so I don't know why it crashed the first time round. And I do hate game crashes because it really does break immersion for us. But anyway, never mind. While I continue on along here, do you remember last week when I was on Sandy Bay, I was talking to you about someone called Mayan Pospers, who sent me a message to say that her father was driving along with a tractor and a trailer when the wheel of the trailer passed him. I don't know if he was on the road or I don't know if he was in a field, but she sent me another message just to say that her real name is Marianne Hospers. And she... Whoa, I drove right into the hedge there. I didn't even see that. I am so sorry. It is not the way to behave. So yeah, she sent me a quick message to say that her real name is Marianne Hospers, and she's from the Netherlands. So apparently it's not just in the UK that things like that happen to people. Now, if we can go around the corner just a little bit when it's on 3-point linkage, I'm going to do this field as properly as I can, because a couple of people have requested that I do some cultivating properly rather than just what the game will allow, but try to keep it more realistic. So that is what I'm going to attempt to do. So you've got to lift when you go around the corner. You can do mild turning, but you can't turn strong corners, especially on the 3-point linkage, because you will snap the shanks on the front. So you do have to be very careful. Now, I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to cause another game crash, so I'm going to just get round this bit a second, and once I've established what the field boundary is, I will get back to you again. Right, well, apparently the only part of this field that we own is a little slither along the top, because it forms a great big square out across this one, which takes most of this field out. It's very unfortunate that, so I'm not actually going to do any more cultivating in here. I don't like the way that is working out, but it would also explain the price of this field here, because I thought that this field seemed a little bit expensive. If I just hop out a second, and we'll have a look. How much is it? Oh, 31,000. You know what? We could actually afford to buy that. Right, I tell you what, we're going to park this one up, just a second, and I'm going to get a little bit more money, and then we're going to buy that field. We'll park him right here. He's just going to stay right there. I'll turn the engine off there. We'll get a bit of money, and we will buy this field, and then we'll be able to hopefully cultivate that field properly. We've got a little bit up in the corner. That's okay. I can live with that. But I would like to get the rest of it. In the meantime, I've got a few other things that I'd like to do. I have been taking water around. I've got some pallets that I need to move around. I've brought some water down for this one. I've moved a few pallets around, so I've got 13,500, which is 3 trips down here for this one. And quite frankly, it's a little slow. So let me just get up to the dealership a minute, and I will show you what I've got in mind. Right, my plan is, I've got the honey trailer up the top. That's 4,500 litres each time. So what I was thinking of doing, actually, I'll do it through here, which, there we go. I'm going to need to go right to the end. I'm going to hire a larger machine trailer for, right, we've got a miscellaneous. It's not those. That one there is a 6,000 litre, which is a little bit better, but I have a better one. And I've just got to find it. Where did it go? It's none of the gas stuff. Is it down here? No. No. Oh, you're kidding me. I can't actually hire it. What is it with this hire mod that is not letting me hire just the ones that I need most of all? The ones that I can never actually hire. It is a little bit frustrating. Right. In which case, it doesn't appear to have come up on any of these. That one... Right, okay. Change of plan. We're going to have to buy it because it's not available. So if I go through here and I go to miscellaneous and I go right to the end, and it's that one, which was on the end. I don't know why it's not. It's the £19,000, which is a huge amount of money, but that'll take 18,500 litres. I think that is going to cure all of our water problems. So I'm going to buy that. I know that is extremely extravagant, considering we don't have piles of money at the moment, and we are actually wanting to get more money, but we'll live with that. So we're going to buy that one, and then what I wanted to do was I wanted to hire a trailer so that we can just test a couple of them out. And I think these are under baling technology. They're not the... No, they're not under baling technology. So what are they going to be under? Maybe they're under a completely separate one. Forestry, chainsaws, cars, wheels. No. Right. There was a... it's a separate section. So we've got bale transport vehicles. Is it under bale transport vehicles? Do we have a section for bale transport vehicles? Forestry. I'm hoping we do. Baling technology. And it hasn't come under baling technology. You probably guessed what I want. I've got those Fliegl trailers, and they don't seem to have shown up in the renting section. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so they haven't shown up unless they're in the trailers. We'll have a quick look. I do apologise, I probably should have checked this before I started. I know I don't always do that when I should. Right, it's not in there, so that is going to be another one that we're going to have to buy. The baling technology, that has also, the bale transport vehicles, this has got a whole load of these trailers. Okay, you got these tandem ones here that takes I can't remember how much those take. That one I think takes 2 pallets, and I think that one takes 1 pallet. These here, well actually they might be 2 pallet ones, but it's this here, this 4-wheel one with the dolly on it. That's £6,000, and then you got one with the 2 wheels. That's 9,000, the wood ones, or we got the steel one, which is 12,000. I think we'll just go for a small trailer. This might actually be better, the 6,500, because then it'll be easier to turn. That's what I'm thinking. Although it's a bit more expensive. Actually, you know what? Let's just go for this. We'll figure it out as we go along. So we're going to buy that one. There we go. Now, we must remember that we mustn't, when we unload pallets, do it with the auto load feature on that trailer. We need to move the pallet back, and then we can auto load them afterwards. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start this one up, and I'm going to get these 2 pallets of beehives. So let me just come to the side like that so that we can see. Spin round. Now I've got a pallet of beehives over here, which I need to try and take off. This is not going to be the easiest one to take off. It is a good job that I got a steering wheel, because this would be next to impossible to try and do with just the keyboard, as it's on a slight corner. Yeah, I'm not lined up very well. So let me just come in there. There we go. Right, I've picked that one up. Well, I'm picking it up. Excellent. There we go. Look at that. So there's 1 pallet. Now if I bring that over, and I'll just drop that down. Actually, I don't want it too close, do I? If I have it too close, the auto load might collect it again. And that's the last thing I want. So if I drop that one right there, I can go and get another one from that other beehive. Or the beehive maker. We'll get that one. And these 2 we could take down. Oops. Put that down too low. And it's stuck under there. Right. Now I'll come round and I'll grab these beehives. And we will take both of these pallets down to the farm. I need to come around here just so that I can see. It's very difficult. Whoops. Wrong way. There. It's very difficult to see exactly what you're doing on this. There we go. Right. Pick that up. Gently does it. So that one will start making as well. We do have some honey ready to transport up to the top. So that means we're going to need to take some grain up there so that we can get the bigger pallets of like the cereals and stuff can get started. So I've got those 2 pallets there. I've got a pallet of wool that is ready up the top. So I want to bring that down and sell that down here in a little while. I might actually drive this one up in a second. I'm not going to do that just yet. Let me hop in and just turn that one off. I'm going to take this tractor. And because I've already got water transported, I will come back to that Zunhammer there. But I'm going to get this trailer, and we're going to carry a couple of those pallets. So let me back up here. There we go. Right. Now let's actually get something done. I've spent a lot of time just kind of wandering around and not achieving a lot today, so I really apologise for that. That thing with the cultivating, I didn't think that the fields would be that far out. I had no idea that they would be that far out, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But we can work with it on another episode. I'm just sorry that it's kind of used up a lot of the episode, not really accomplishing very much. Now, I need to bring up the help here so I can show. We want show the Fliegl help, and right, choose product type. Switch wheels, next product type. There. Right, grass, square, straw, standard, round bales. And then you go through the different size of round bales. Round bales, standard silage, different sizes, mixed, wool pallets, tree sapling pallets, big tree sapling pallets, board pallets, potato pallets, ROS transport boxes, silage additive tanks, viable blades, BM modding pallets, consumption goods. Right, I'm hoping, there's so many options on this. I'm hoping that this is classed as consumption goods. So now I want to initiate auto load. Oh no! It's not going to allow me take them. Well, that's no good. So what's consumption goods? Have I wasted money on this trailer? Is this going to have been a complete waste of... I suppose I can still put the pallets on the trailer and cart them around a bit, but... so let's go... We'll stop the auto load a second. Oh no. Stop the auto load. Now let's... Next one. Oh, pallets. Maybe that'll do it. Come on then. I've got pallets. Load. I'm auto loading. It's not going to take it. Right, so apparently we can't use that. So it doesn't look like we've actually got H milk. What's H milk? It's not going to let me do that. Straw square. I'm going to go through... The bales won't work, but we could try the different pallets. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. I'm just pressing auto load now next to all of them in a desperate attempt to try and get these pallets to load. And they're not loading. Yeah, I didn't think they were silage additive tanks. BM modding, no. Consumption goods, no. Pallets, no. Right. It would appear that that's not going to work either. I've had several master plans that just haven't come to fruition today. So let's go through one more like that. Now, if I just move forward a little bit, we can at least plonk these on there. Let's just get rid of that one. If I do that, I will use the machine over here. And now we've got to hope that they will be able to unload from the trailer once we get them on there. Because otherwise this trailer is going to be a complete waste of money. There's the pallets of wool that we get up the top. We get some pallets of wool, but, you know, we're not going to have enough to warrant keeping a trailer and using it. Today has not been a successful day. Today has been a most unsuccessful day. Somewhat disappointing. Never mind. We all have unsuccessful days. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, there will always be days that just aren't productive. You just haven't... No, 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 no! I don't want to sell the... Oh! Okay, let's just go from unproductive to marginally disastrous day. I didn't want to sell it in there. I didn't even think they would sell in there. Oh. Talk about frustrating. Now. Why is that not picking? Oh, it's because I'm not quite picking... There we go. Right. So we're down to one pallet. So, alright, you know what? I'm getting rid of this trailer. This trailer has annoyed me. It doesn't work. It doesn't do what I want it to do. So let's pull over here, like that. Get out of the tractor, and I'm going to sell it. I know that I have just lost a pile of money on it, but that's what we're going to live with. Right, 3,600. I've just lost £2,400 for no reason other than this game. Well, not the game. Yeah, other than that mod not being quite what I wanted. I didn't realise it wasn't quite what I wanted until too late. So there's a lesson to be learned there, ladies and gentlemen. Always do your homework. Now, that pallet is kind of balanced, but it'll do. It is holding. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to take this one up to the top. We'll just have the one with the honey. Right, I need to be on the right side of the road here at least. And come up here. At least we could get this bit right. We're going to deliver one pallet. That's about all we're going to do. And then we can get the pallet of wool and we can bring it back again. So we are going to do something. I'll just turn that indicator off. We're going to achieve something. Right, we need silage in our machine down the bottom. Oops. Paying attention to that. We're going to need silage. We're also going to need grass very soon. I'm thinking, actually, rather than just the front-mounted mower and then the machine on the back, the forage wagon on the back, I will go and I will actually mow a field. We'll buy a side-mounted mower. We'll mow the field, row it up, and do like a proper collection. So here is one pallet. We accidentally sold one pallet. The trailer didn't work. There's my pallet for my trailer for the water. But I do have 6,000 litres of honey in there now. That's always a good start. So let's pull that one in there. There we go. That one is ready there, and I've got honey in next door. So while I'm just gathering... honey next door? I've got wool next door, not honey. I've got honey right here. So we will be taking the honey in the next episode, and we can also sort of sort out the water and stuff like that. But my question for today... Where are we? Slurry tanks. Do you want me to use the Zunhammer? I've got this one at the moment, and I think it's a little bit small. I'd like something a bit bigger. So do you want me to use the Zunhammer? Or do you want me to go to these modded ones? Do you want me to use this Fliegl one here? This one's a bit smaller than the Zunhammer. It's going to be easier to pull. It's got a bigger capacity than the little Marshall one that we've got at the moment. So it'll either be the Fliegl or the Zunhammer. Head down below into the comment section and let me know what you think. It's your vote. It's your game. So let's come in here and see if we can at least do one thing right and sell our wool. So I'm going to have to come down like this. This is not going to be very easy to line up. I want to be able to... I can't see. Yeah, I might be able to see a bit like that. Is that lined up? Nope, that's too high. It is not easy doing this in the shed. For some reason that's kind of wedged in the front and not picked it up properly. But at least now that I'm out here, I can... Down a little bit. Down a bit more. Down a bit more. Okay, that doesn't want to pick up properly. But it is kind of holding. We'll say that's a marginal success. Considering how the rest of the day has gone, I think that's not too bad. So we have at least delivered a pallet of wool. Well, we're delivering. We've at least started to deliver a pallet of wool. Once I have delivered this pallet of wool, I will say fairly well, and I will take this machine back down to the farm. I will put the bucket on, and I will put some silage into our silage machine down there, into our mixed feeder machine, and I will sell a bit of silage as well so we can get some money. And then tomorrow we've got a few more pallets to move around, which looks like we're going to be doing... It does look like we're going to have to do it individually with this one. I suppose we could try and get a smaller trailer and do it with that. I may have been a little bit hasty throwing the trailer away, but yeah, I think I just got a bit stroppy and I couldn't cope with it anymore. There we go. Right, I've sold that. £4,800. That's not too bad. Okay, I can live with that, £4,800. That is... Ooh, is that one full? That one's very nearly full. I think I might actually take that pallet with me down to the bottom. I'll wait until this one fills up and then I will take that one. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, even though it has just been nothing but a complete catalogue of absolute disasters from beginning to end, then please head down below and give me a like. I would really appreciate that. We have had a very bad day. It's been very unproductive. But we have at least sold a pallet of wool. So we do have that little bit under our belts. And we've learned a bit. There is that. So yes, if you have enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come along and laugh at me as well. That would be simply awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.